Hello everybody, Eptotic here, and I wanted to bring something to your attention. We have yet another maniac cop just unnecessarily killing somebody. Just pulling up to somebody's property. Here's the video. Let me show you the video. It's right here.
The Miami-Dade Police Department took the life of a grandfather and a father. They just pulled up to his home and opened fire.
No, someone came into our property and my dad drove out to chase them.
I know, we pulled over, we identified ourselves, and he pulled out a gun on us.
That's my dad! That's my dad! The cops shot my dad! The cops hurt my dad! The cops hurt my dad! Dad's on the ground! They hurt Dad! They hurt my dad!
That is fine, just step back.
No, he's not fine! He's not breathing! He's not breathing! My dad is not breathing! My dad is not breathing! My dad is not breathing!
Calm down, calm down.
My dad is not breathing!
Get down, we're gonna take care of it, calm down.
My dad is not breathing! My dad is not breathing!
Calm down, calm down.
Hermanito, be careful! They might shoot you!
Sergeant, where's the other guy at?
Where's my dad? Why is my dad on the ground? They just tried robbing us, and why is my dad on the ground? Why? He's not breathing!
You're good.
He's not breathing! He's not breathing! Where's the ambulance?
Get back.
No! Where's the ambulance? My dad is not breathing! You guys hurt my dad! My dad!
It was a second.
Why is he getting arrested? That's my dad!
You're good.
Why did y'all even come and do this?
I need to go tell my grandma. I need to close the gate. My kids are inside.
Looks like he needs to get airlifted. The only place they airlift stuff is at the gas station. So take him there, please.
Please.
The fire rescue's coming, the people are gonna handle that.
No, you guys are letting him die. No! Call Tia, please.
The rescue's on the way, bro.
Protect our property because someone was trying to rob us.
They're covering up my dad's death.
Their siblings gripped, they say, by the trauma
My dad!
That is fine, just step back.
of seeing their father, Osvaldo Quelly,
He was my best friend.
He was a people person. It was my father. He was my life.
shot dead on their driveway.
You guys hurt my dad! My dad!
There's blood gushing from his face. He was struggling to breathe.
Who say what police said about the incident.
Gives you a great understanding of the dangers that the officers face every single day.
The only person that didn't make it home was my dad, and he was home.
Is at friction with what they witnessed.
There was no cop lights, there was no sirens.
Someone came into our property.
He never pulled his gun out.
And caught on camera.
We're just trying to figure out what's going on.
So this is like where it happened.
It is November 29th. Osvaldo Quelly III is with his dad managing the family's large Redland property, he says, when they spot two people trespassing.
We beeped like this, and then as me and my dad were getting closer, they ran, and then they hopped the gate. I hopped the gate after them, trying to get a picture of their tag, but I couldn't get it.
His dad, he says, returns to the home to arm himself. And then as they approach this area, the 19-year-old sees two vehicles approach, he says, and then shots fired.
I just see like two black Ram trucks like come from this side, like against traffic. I hopped the gate and I ran over there because they were still shooting at me. We could not tell they were police.
He says these bullet holes are from the officer firing at them through the windshield of the unmarked police unit.
This one starts shooting out the window without like putting on any lights, nothing. There was no cop lights, there was no sirens. He didn't say anything. He never announced himself.
The gun you mentioned your dad got from the house, was that still in the car? Was it on his person?
It was on his waist, like you could see it. It was like here. If he would have reached for it, you would have seen him like to reach for it. He never did any of that.
He says bullets whiz by him as he jumps over the fence back to their house where his older sister, Gabriella, spots him.
He looked very scared.
Races toward the fence.
They just tried robbing us, and why is my dad on the ground?
And starts filming with her cell phone.
I was face to face with his body. I saw his eyes roll back to his head. They never once tried to save him. No lights, no uniform, plain clothing, and a holster, just like my dad was dressed. I'm still in shock. I am still scared. We just want justice for my dad.
For some reason, the police seem to think that their lives matter more than ours. Yes, they have a family they have to go home to every night. But the fact of the matter is, they don't have a right to rob us from our ability to go home to our families. They think they have that right. They're trying to take away your guns. They're doing freaking gun drives, buying back your guns, saying that they're taking them away from the criminals when it's actually mostly citizens who are legally allowed to own their guns. They take away every less than lethal weapon that exists out there, so nobody can defend themselves. But there are guns on the streets. Even if you were to take all the guns off the streets, every legal gun off the streets, there is still guns on the streets coming from the dark net, over the border, being purchased from the trunks of people's vehicles. I mean, come on. And not only that, they pull you over if you got enough money. If you got more than $1,000 on you, they will take it from you and say it's for the fight against drugs. It's for the war on drugs. One guy even lost almost $100,000 of his money because he doesn't put his big money in the bank, or he was transferring money from one bank to another, and they just stole all of his money. Gave him a piece of paper with no numbers showing how much money they took, and then it took him a long time just to get all of his money, and yet he didn't even get all of it back. We have got to hold them responsible somehow. If we don't, then this is going to be us for the rest of our lives. They think they're more important than us, which is not the case. But they seem to think that we are all so different, that we are animals and they are the animal keepers. We have to do something. The laws are the law. Just because you have a badge, just because you have an elected position, doesn't mean you have a right to break the law. The laws are set forth for everybody to follow, including the ones who set them forth. We need to do something, because apparently the police of our country seem to see the American citizens as the enemy and unsafe. If we don't do anything about it, if we don't stop them, they're going to continue coming after us, and there will be an all-out war. And they're not safe. We're not safe. People are sick and tired of being shot. People are sick and tired of being killed. And people are sick and tired of having to walk down the street worrying about their lives, their money, their freedom, and their liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to do something. It's about to be too late. They'll mock you when you say these things, and then they'll tell you, call a crackhead then. Well, why should we have to call said crackhead when you're supposed to be the one doing the job? But when you don't do the job, when people get hurt because of your negligence, you go using 2 U.S. Supreme Court cases that state that there are no duties of a police officer to protect the people of America from another private citizen. Well, I don't know, people. We gotta do something about this, or else this is gonna get really messy. Anyway, I'm Tadak here. Thanks for listening and have a good night.